like I said, we're gonna look at carrying on with pinning today, because we did guard on Monday. So we're going to carry on some pinning, but we'll look at some more attacking stuff from the person on top this time, rather than the person on the bottom. We're still going to address the stuff on the bottom, and that stuff we've been talking about alignment, about base, posture, and structure. Yeah. We'll sort of look at a bit more of an attacking role in this. Okay. Just to get us moving, Chris, please. All we're going to do, just to start with, if you get this side, is we're going to start. Let's just go with this. I'm going to start on my side with good alignment. So I've got my structure in place. I've got good base here, where I've got my base on the floor, which I'm able to move. Okay, and I've got good posture by turning in, and my back and my neck is all straight. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. Okay, so you've got a little bit of weight on me, but I'm in this position here. Okay, I've got one hand and one hand. Okay, the goal for me as a person on the bottom is very simple. It's just to try and get my legs back in front of me. Okay, just to get my legs back in front of me. The person on top, your goal for now is to try and flatten me. So to try and get my back on the floor. Okay, so we start here. Let's make it a little bit easier for the person on the bottom. This hand you're going to start over. Okay, so we're starting here. So I've got a frame. This hand is over for now. Okay, I've got to try and get my legs back, my leg frames back. Okay, and you've got to try and flatten me onto the floor. Okay, think about posture. Think about how you can do that with rotation. Yeah, let's see what you can come up with. Play around, 1, 2, 3. But you still got to try and put them flat on their back. Flatted. Sorry, hard way. You could always come to your knees first, and then go on to get your legs back in, your frames back. Don't. You're a crack. We just killed him. That's it, try to get those legs back in. Nice, good. So that person on top, you're just trying to put them flat on the back. Yeah, you can start there if you want. That's it. Now, can you use your forearm to try and flatten them out? This forearm. Get it flat, try and turn its head. Yes, yeah, good. There it is, flat. It's quite painful. It's quite painful. Okay. She's alright. Frame the back, nice. Here he is, big man. Cash. Ashton. I like the way it was just like split second. No, that's fine. No, he did it himself. Did you notice what you were trying to do? Did you keep any, do you notice what you were doing to their alignment to be able to do that? At all, in any way? Flatten them. Twisting, yeah, rotating the posture. So the cross face. Perfect, yeah. So using that cross face realigns the posture and gives them bad alignment. Cool. You were doing... Twist the legs and the hips, exactly the same thing. So you're using the rather than using one end of the lever, the head, you're using the bottom end of the lever, the legs, to again twist their alignment to get them flat. Perfect, perfect. Did you find that you needed to get through their structure at all? So their arms being the structure. A little bit to try and get chest to chest, to try and get closer to them. Okay, cool. And that gives you that pin, yeah?
We both felt that the frame across the neck was difficult when they had the arm over, and we felt it was easier with it in the armpit.
Okay, yeah, so having a frame on the inside of the armpit than on the neck.
When it was over, it felt too easy for them to put a little bit of weight on it. And really
Yeah, so then you can start using their structure off to twist. Also, what that does give you is a good point. If you've got the hand underneath the arm, it's harder for them to cross face to get around the neck to be able to get pressure on the neck to get that rotation and break the posture down. If you've got the hand, that's if they've got the hand on the neck, it's easy then for them to come around. So you're right, it's much better to have that underneath the armpit. Unfortunately, it's not easy to do because everyone's going to be trying to get their hand around the head. Okay, cool. Keeping the top frame. Yeah.
No matter
where it was. Yeah, just there. But again, you're using that frame just to give you that little bit of space to be able to move your hips out. I mean, you're in a bad position. We're in a bad position, so it's not going to be an easy place for anyone to get off, especially if someone's really driving in. Yeah. But you've got better chance with the hands in a structure than you have with nothing. So, but yeah, fair play, fair point. Everyone cool? Okay, so what we want to look at now is to try and get an underhook. Yeah, an underhook being a one arm underneath your opponent's arm onto their shoulder, or under their arm onto their tricep or their, well, that's probably more of an overhook. But yeah, under the arm onto the shoulder. Okay, so if we've got Chris here, if Chris is on his back, okay, we want to look to try and get an underhook on the far side. Yeah, okay, that's what I want you to try and do. I will try and get an underhook here with your, let's say, get your chin and your hand together into this position. Okay, so you're trying to come around the arm, under and here. Okay, and that's all I want you to try and do. You can either get an underhook on this arm or an underhook on this arm, or both. Get both, how good would that be? So, underhooks. Person on the bottom, again, just trying to get those bottom frames back. Okay, but I want the person on top to try and look for underhooks now, okay, to control the arms. Let's see what you need to do to try and stop them. Cheeky. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Well, my elbow is
Just switch, switch over, yeah. If it's looking hard that way, switch. The bottom closes down here.
Did you find some ways of getting to that underhook, or did you think this was too? You found some ways. Any-
spin round north south or
Yes.
like change up quite
Yeah.
a lot rather than just try and
Agreed.
shove it in.
Rather than just being like brute force, punch my arm in there. Also very effective, but not so much in jiu-jitsu.
Getting over one side,
Yeah,
and then waiting for it to move, then
and then come around.
the
Yeah.
other side.
So that's what I did, was to try and come around to the other side and then look for the underhook on the far side. That's kind of how I opened it up. But there are other ways. Paul? Another thing you can think about doing potentially is bringing the knee in onto the knee on belly and firing your arm through, because that's another potential option. But it all stems down to one thing, and it's separating the elbow from the hips. Yeah? If we can separate an elbow from the hip, we know that we can get an underhook. Yeah? If we can pass the arm as well, we're into a very good position of actually isolating the arm. Yeah? Okay? All right, so this is what I want you guys to play with just a little bit. All right? So we're going to go for an arm bar from here, and then you can play around with trying to get an arm bar on the near side as well. Okay? But let's go with the far side to start with, because difficult one first. So, very nice way of setting this up is by going knee on belly. So if I go knee on belly here, and I drive my knee in. Now, those who've trained with Mauricio, they know that the way that Mauricio does a knee on belly is he creates a small surface area with his knee. I'm very kind. I'm a kind instructor. So I put my shin across the tummy like this, and I can keep good pins, but not too painful. Sorry, Paul.
It's all right.
But then when I come up onto my point of my knee, it can make you like this, okay? The reason why you do this is you're baiting a reaction, and the general reaction might be to push the knee off. Yeah? Pain, push the knee. Yeah? Simple. Like it's just a natural reaction. Oh, something hurts, put hands on it, get rid of the pain. Yeah? Okay? But by putting the hand on the knee, that gives me this underhook quite nicely. Okay? So once I've got the underhook, I'm just going to hold my gi and pull my elbow back so I'm really tight. My hand is going to come over the head. I'm going to step around and sit back. But you see what I'm doing? I've kept this really tight below the elbow, and I'm pulling him towards me like this. Okay? So I'm really tight onto the shoulder. Okay? What I like to do to finish this, I need to get to the end of the lever. So we've talked about this before, about how much power we have controlling the end of the lever. So what I do is I slide my elbow up the arm and catch the end of the lever, and that will give me my arm bar to finish. So I'm not losing contact with the arm. I'm keeping contact with the arm the whole way, sliding up the arm and letting the arm extend. Okay? This is if the conditions are absolutely perfect, but it's never really going to look like this when you actually do it. Okay? So don't worry about having to be super specific, super detailed. I just want you to get to the main elements of this, yeah? If you can try and keep tight with that arm, ideal. If you lose it a little bit, doesn't really matter as long as you get back and you control the end of the lever, okay? So the setup is just to come up knee on belly and come through here. I hold my gi. I put my hand over, I step over his head, and I'm just gonna put my knee by his back, here. Oh, there goes my... And there, everything goes to pot. All right, let's just put this down here. Maybe that picks it up. I'm here. Okay, so I put my knee here, I'm sitting back, I pull up on the arm and slide my elbow up the arm, and I hold his wrist. And that will give me my arm bar. Okay, again, if you end up just coming back, fight the arm, as long as you've got the lever, I'm happy with that. Okay, cool. So just play with that with each other, try it and see how you get on with that, and do it a couple of times, and we're going to play some games around trying to get the arm. Once you've done that side, try and figure out a way of arm barring the near side arm. So that's the far side arm. Try and do the same thing but on the near side. You may not necessarily have to step around the head that time. Just a clue. Everyone cool? Good? Okay, working groups in a partner, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Everyone good? Okay. How was that? You guys were get some ideas there. Did you see the main thing is trying to keep your hips as close to their shoulder as you could? Yeah, as you sat, the hips were close to the shoulder. If they were far away, was it looser? Did you have the arm? Not likely. If their hips are away and they're above the elbow, it's quite easy for them to slip the elbow line and be able to get away. But if you're controlling the end of the lever, once again, we're talking about these levers. If I'm controlling that end of the lever and my hips are underneath, I've got a more solid position. Okay? Okay, let's look at this, put this into some context now. So, Chris, if you're on your back, we're going to start once again in this good alignment, the side, and I'm here and on top, okay? The goal for me is to either twofold, get to the back, yeah? Chest to back control with a seatbelt grip, okay? So, chest to back with seatbelt grip. Let's just say with one hook. It doesn't have to be both hooks for now, but one hook is fine, okay? Or armbar, either arm. Yeah, armbar, either arm. Okay. Each back take you get 5 points. Each armbar you get 10 points. Person with the most points wins. Okay. We'll do 3 minutes one person and 3 minutes another person. Yeah. The person on the bottom, you've got two objectives as well. First objective is to try and get the legs back in front of you into this position, or to try and stand up. Okay, to try and get up and stand up. All right, cool. That's your two objectives. Let's see what we come up with. Cool. All right, play around with that. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Side control. I don't mind if you want to go up to knee on belly. If you want to go to another position first, that's cool too. Watch out for the camera. Watch out for the camera. Quickly run. Straight past it. So 5 points for a back, 10 points for an arm. A lot of knees flying about. Go on then, Just, you jump in. You reversed it. You look over there. Try and attack that arm. Try and get that arm. Lovely. Nice. You can stand. You can do this. You can do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so close. Tight knees. Uh-huh. 40 seconds. Try and stand up. Try and stand up. You got it. Oh, nicely. Put it back down. You can do this. You can do this, Just. You can do it, Justin. Yes. Lovely job. 10 seconds. I'm not letting you get away with this. Let's go. Ah! Oh, sorry. I get time. Try and have that attention on alignment, yeah? Structure, base, posture. Structure, base, posture. If they're facing away, there's no reason why you can't armbar the arm that's on top. Great work, everyone. Oh, ooh, ooh. Nice little. That was a bit cheeky. That was a bit cheeky. Rest out, Chris. Rest. You rest. You had a shin in the face. Chris is happy he's got his gum shield in. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice, beautiful. Yeah, you can rest now, Paul. You rest now, Paul. Oh, oh, what? Woohoo! Go back, he's going back. Is he going to get back on the floor? Reversed. 1, 2. Nice. It's hard, man. Once you let him get to his knees, that's it. That's it. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. Keep going. Minute left. It's good. You kept in the guard. Good. Nice work. Nice work, Neil. Bugger. Lift the head, that's it. You're like, I'm standing here too long. What was that? Time. Good work. Talk amongst yourself, give some feedback. Excellent. How was that? Good? On bars? Couple? Maybe? So everyone's trying to hook those on. So the person on the bottom, what were you trying to do? Like, how were you trying to prevent them from hooking your arm? If keeping your elbows in. Yeah, trying to be like a little T-Rex. Yeah. Keeping those elbows in really tight. Try and prevent, yeah. What were you, person on the bottom, where were you having more success? Getting your legs back in front of you or getting to your knees and getting on top? He was standing up all over the place, so excellent to see. Anyone else? Anyone else? Knees back? Knees back? Going to the knees and standing up, yeah. Turning to the knees, standing up. Did that give an opportunity for an armbar? Going to the knees and standing up. So one armbar, there was one armbar from you when Chris went to stand up and you span round with him. Yeah. Thing with that standing up is great, but you have to come up onto your knees, right? Unless you're the Undertaker and you can just sit straight up, just bolt upright and just stand up, right? Likelihood if someone's on your chest, pinning you down, you're not going to be able to sit up. So you're going to have to roll and turn. By rolling and turning, you risk losing parts of our alignment to do that. So we have to try and do it in a way that's going to be good for us. Okay. So if I'm here, what I might like to do is to have an arm under and try and bridge and move his weight off of me. If I'm here and I just roll into him or I roll away from him to try and go onto my knees, I've essentially given him what he wants, yeah? If I'm looking at this in the perspective or the context of an arm bar, if I turn this way and his arm, now I've got this arm here, he can start attacking this arm, yeah? So there's all these like little things, okay? So I'll need to move his weight, and a good way of trying to do this is to bridge to come here. Now I can get an underhook on this side. To come onto my knees and come up here, now I can start to stand, yeah? However, if I underhook, I raise, where's my elbow? It's high, yeah? So whilst you're still trying to get to your knees, you do have to be wary of where your arms are. And that's what we're trying to expose a little bit, is where are my elbows? Can I keep my elbows in tight? Are they away? How can I make their elbows come away from their body? Yeah, we can do it by digging in, wrenching their elbow away. Or can I do it by making them turn and move and base? And now I pull the arm away from the arm, yeah? Okay, so just little things to think about. Does that all kind of make sense? Yeah? Okay, let's do a few rounds, a few 5-minute rounds, free sparring. If you've got any questions, just let me know and I'll jump in, we'll move about, okay? Cool, 1, 2, 3.